What is up, OWO Maniacs? OWO UK back with another Halloween review, and this time obviously it's Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. So this came out in 1995 and Paul Rudd is in it, Marianne Hagen, and this was the final appearance by Donald Pleasence, and it basically follows a young woman living with her family in Michael Myers' childhood home, which is still standing for some reason, who finds herself stalked by Michael on Halloween. At her aid is Tommy Doyle, played by Paul Rudd, who's a returning character from the original. You may remember he was the one that Laurie was babysitting, and obviously Dr. Loomis. So the plot of this film formally introduced the Curse of Thorn, which I will sort of try and get into either going through the plot or at the end, which is a mystical symbol first referenced in The Revenge of Michael Myers and is revealed in the film to be the source of Michael Myers' immortality and drive to kill. So yeah, so this was released almost 6 years after the last one, and that was like, I think that's the biggest gap in the franchise. It was shot in Salt Lake City in the winter of 94 to 95 and went under quite a few reshoots as it performed really poorly with test audiences, resulting in the final product that was different both in its tone and its sort of everything from the original script by all accounts. It was distributed by Maniacs' Dimension Films. Came out in the fall, which is like autumn in the UK, of 95, and it earned $7.3 million during its opening weekend, coming in second to the film Seven, which was released by New Line, which is also a really good film. So yeah, sadly, Donald Pleasence died about nearly 8 months before this film came out, and this film was dedicated to his memory. There is a bit at the end which is really nice, nice little touch. After the film was, released for home media, the original work print of the film, which had about 43 minutes of alternate footage and an alternate ending, was discovered by fans of the series, and this version was dubbed the producer's cut, and it developed a bit of a cult following with bootleg DVD copies sold on eBay, and then they did an online petition for an official release of it. In 2014, the producer's cut was officially released on Blu-ray. Unfortunately, I watched the DVD version, so I don't think I saw the producer's cut. Yeah, it was DVD, so I doubt I watched the producer's cut. They had a budget of 5 million, and at the box office they took 15.1, so it made 3 times what it cost to make, which, they were in profit, I suppose. So the plot, this is what happens. I'll go through it as I have done in the other films and tell you what's what. So October 31st, 1989, Michael Myers and his niece Jamie are abducted from the Haddonfield police station. 6 years later on, October the 30th, 1995, Jamie has been impregnated. It doesn't say how, and I'm not sure how, and a baby is being born, and it's going to be taken away by the man in black from the last film, who is the leader of a cult that are they're like druids sort of thing. Anyway, later on, a midwife helps Jamie escape with the baby after she's given it away, and she gets killed by Michael, and he just basically, there's a sharp metal spike sticking out of the wall for whatever reason, and he just bang slams a skull onto it. So Jamie and the baby flee in a stolen pickup truck with Michael in pursuit. Jamie stops briefly. Obviously, Jamie's an adult by now. I'd like to point out she's not still a little kid. At a deserted bus station, and makes a call to Haddonfield radio station to warn them that Michael's about to return home, only to be completely ignored by the radio DJ Barry Sims. Meanwhile, the retired Dr. Loomis is visited by his friend Dr. Terence Wynne, who is the chief administrator of Smith's Grove Sanitarium, where Michael had been locked up as a boy. Wynne asks Loomis to come back to Smith's Grove, and he's not really interested, and then they overhear Jamie's plea for help on a local radio station. Michael finds Jamie in the toilets of the bus station. He finds her, and she crashes the truck into an old barn, and then he kills Jamie by impaling her on a corn thresher and turning it on, which obviously just rips her to shreds. Goes to the truck to get the baby. No baby, it's not there. So back in Haddonfield, Tommy Doyle, who, like I said, is the guy that Laurie Strode babysat back in 1978, is a grown-up Paul Rudd and lives in a boarding house run by Mrs. Blankenship. The family living in the Myers house across the street are relatives of the Strode family. Cara Strode, a 6-year-old son Danny, a teenage brother Tim, mum Deborah, who is just so lovely, and a father John, who is just an ass. I'm sorry, but the guy's an ass. So ever since seeing Michael as a child, Tommy has been obsessed with finding the truth behind him, his motives, and wants to know why he does everything he does. He goes to the bus station where he sort of works out that's where Jamie rang from, and finds a baby at the bus station, takes him into his care and names him Stephen. So he goes to a hospital to see about getting him checked out and everything, and runs into Loomis, tells him about the Strode family living in the Myers house, and he says, Michael's coming back, and Loomis sort of believes him and says, he will return to Haddonfield, like if he hasn't already. So cue Michael entering what was his family home as a child, and kills Deborah, which is a real shame because, like I said, she's such a lovely woman. Later on, Tommy, Cara and Danny go to the boarding house, where Tommy reveals that he believes Michael has been inflicted with Thorn, an ancient druid curse. He shows her everything on his computer with enough sort of proof and stuff to convince her. And basically the Thorn is long ago one child from each tribe was chosen to bear the curse of Thorn and must sacrifice its next of kin on the night of Samhain, I think I'm pronouncing that right, or as we know it, Halloween. So Tommy believes that Stephen will be Michael's final sacrifice. So he goes out to look for Dr. Loomis, leaves the baby with Cara and Danny, and like I say, he goes out to look for Loomis. Mrs. Blankenship reveals to Cara that she was babysitting Michael the night he killed his sister, and that Danny is hearing a voice telling him to kill just like Michael did, indicating that Danny also possesses the power of Thorn. So obviously this kind of freaks her out a bit, that her son could possibly be as evil as Michael is. In the meantime, Michael kills John, Tim's girlfriend Beth, and Barry Sims while they're at a big Halloween party. I'll sort of backtrack about that a bit. And basically what it is, they decided that they're going to bring Halloween back to Haddonfield, and although Michael Myers is a load of rubbish, it's just a ghost story and it's over and done with, and that they're convinced he's dead. So they convince Barry Sims, this local DJ, to come to the town and be at their Halloween party. So Tim and Beth are the ones that convince him. They meet this Barry Sims guy at the party and introduce themselves as they're the ones that asked him to come to the party and everything. And then this Barry Sims finds out that lives in the old Myers house. So it's like, oh, we've got to go there, we've got to go there. So he sets off to go get his lift, and rings somebody up and complains about being stuck in a shite old town and all this sort of stuff. But says that he's going to be going to the Myers house, and that's going to get the listeners in and everything. But obviously he doesn't make it, as Michael gets him. And like I said, he gets Tim, and he gets Beth, his girlfriend, and kills some dude, John, or can't really remember who he was. So Tommy gets home with Loomis, and the man in black is revealed, and it is Wynn, Loomis's friend. So the cult take Cara, Danny, Stephen, and Michael to Smith's Grove, which is obviously abandoned now. Once they get there, Loomis confronts Wynn, and he reveals he wants to control and study the power of Thorn. Wynn wants Loomis to join in on the conspiracy, and reveals that Jamie's baby represents a new cycle of Michael's evil that he kept secret from most of the cult, who were focused on inflicting the new curse onto a new child, which is Danny, to carry out a new gender family sacrifices. Loomis, calls him out on his scheme and gets knocked out. Later on, Michael goes absolutely batshit crazy and just wipes out Wynn's team of staff, surgeons, and Wynn himself during a medical procedure, with Danny and Stephen sitting in a room next door. Tommy, by this point, has gone looking for Cara, manages to find her, frees Danny, and grabs baby Stephen, and they run away from Michael and they hide in a laboratory. Loomis regains consciousness, finds them, helps Cara and the children escape the hospital. Michael breaks into the room. Tommy injects him with massive quantities of tranquilizers, and it's clever how he does it. He has, it looks like he's holding the baby, and he says to Michael, you know what, you've won, you won, take the baby, you win, fair enough, it's yours. Michael goes over, and just then he hears the baby cry to the side, and he sort of looks, and that's when Tommy pulls out these syringes and just injects them into Michael, as Loomis and the rest of them make a run for it. These tranquilizers are full of some sort of corrosive liquid. Michael sort of starts dropping, and Tommy just beats the crap out of him with a lead pipe, just knocks him unconscious. Thinks he's dead, goes on and catches up with the rest of them. So Tommy, Cara, Danny, and Stephen leave. Loomis sort of refuses to come in and says, I have a little business to attend to. So he goes back inside the building, and Michael's mask is seen laying on the floor of the lab. And then he goes back outside with Tommy and everybody getting in his Jeep, I think it is. And all you hear is Loomis screaming in the background. And so you don't know what's happening. And just Loomis has been killed, or whether he's done something, and take a pulse of him out. But that's how it ends. You just hear Loomis screaming. Overall, it wasn't a bad film, but fine, pretty much. I thought all the bits of introducing Stephen credits played really good character, played Tommy really well. Donald Pleasance was great, as he's been in all the Halloween movies. I mean, he was even good in the last one, and that wasn't a great film. Overall, I quite enjoyed this movie. Weird character, 5 was explained, which makes sense. The only sort of qualms I have about it are the whole pagan religious element. And there's a scene in some corridors with it's got like red lighting and steam, and that sort of Nightmare on Elm Street Halloween, but it served its purpose, I suppose. And it did sort of give a reasonable explanation. Sort of stuff, so yeah, it kind of makes sense. Worth a watch, obviously. Yeah, give it a watch. It's still watch the skin, straight to this watch, obviously. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It's just something I quite enjoyed it. yeah, that is Halloween 6 over and done with. Now we're on to the newer films, which is where things get a little bit confusing, but all shall be revealed in my next review video, which will be up soon, hopefully. So it depends on how quick Josh can watch them, because I don't want to get in front of him. I want to try and keep level with him. So as soon as Josh puts his video this up, mine will be going up, and same with the next one, which is H2O, I believe. Yeah, H2O. So yeah, that'll do it for this video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you like what you've seen, and if you like the other videos. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to watch my video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And I said there are just 1, 2, 3, 4 more Halloween films to do, and I'm quite enjoying this little bit of a horror kick. So me and Josh may discuss doing something else. Like I said, Josh decided to do the Halloween series leading up to the release of the new one, which I thought was a great idea. So when I asked him if I could get involved, and he's like, yeah, do your own. We do have something up our sleeve. Like, we have a couple of things up our sleeves, but I'm not going to say anything yet. We're going to have to wait and see if it comes off. But yeah, that'll do it for this video, guys. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And like I said, any comments or anything you want to make, leave them below. Leave a like if you've enjoyed it. And that'll do it. Take care, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.